Well, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. It is July 22nd, and we've speculated over the past few days that the new game in development by Saber Interactive would be a Hellraiser game, guys. And now that has been confirmed. Today, a new trailer has dropped, as well as information about a new game, and it is called Hellraiser Revival coming in, guys. And it is everything that we expected from a Hellraiser game, plus more. But first, guys, we're going to jump into the trailer, then we'll talk about the game afterwards. So go ahead and check it out.
You have a void. A desirous, gaping heart. For excruciating pleasure. The very thing we offer. She is hellbound. Follow her, for we have such sights to show you.
So there you have it, guys. This trailer captures Hellraiser in its creepy, gory fashion, as you would expect, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I do want to mention a few things about this game. This game will not be an asymmetrical game, as you can obviously tell in the trailer. This is going to be a single-player, story-driven game, which, in my personal opinion, is a breath of fresh air. I was hoping this game would be single-player, story-driven, but we have an article coming in by IGN breaking down, talking about the game a little bit. So let's go ahead, we'll talk about this a little bit. So they say, the suitably horrific and creepy debut trailer for Clive Barker's Hellraiser Revival video game reveals seductive pool of suffering. Saber Interactive, the video game behind Warhammer 40k, has announced a brand new Hellraiser game alongside a trailer that's not for the faint of heart. Clive Barker's Hellraiser Revival is a story-driven single-player survival horror action game set in the Hellraiser universe. It's developed by Boss Team Games, creator of the recently delisted Evil Dead the game, and is due out on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC via Steam. So there you have it, guys. Saber and Boss Team Games back together for this Hellraiser game. Now, of course, as most of you know, they worked on Evil Dead the game, as we just talked about in this article. But, you know, that game kind of went south a little bit. But let's remember, Hellraiser is going to be a single-player game. So I have some hope for this one. It says, Hellraiser, for the uninitiated, is a cult classic horror franchise made up of 11 films and various comic books, all based on the Hellbound Heart novella by English author Clive Barker. The star of the show is Pinhead, a Cenobite who harvests human souls to torture and sadistic experiments. And you can see that in action by the trailer, which, content warning, contains as much sex as it does body horror. And honestly, guys, that trailer just screams Hellraiser right off the bat. The trailer is certainly in keeping with the look and the feel of Barker's original Hellraiser movie, which began life in the late 80s. We see one character use the franchise's infamous puzzle box, the Lament configuration box, to open a gateway to hell, and the Cenobites made famous by the movies walk through to do their own thing. In a move sure to delight fans, actor Doug Bradley returns to the role of Pinhead for the first time in nearly 2 decades. So there you have it, guys. Doug Bradley also making his return to Pinhead in the game. Barker is also involved in this new Hellraiser game, helping out with the story. Working on the first true Hellraiser game has been a venture deep into recesses of my darkest imaginings, he commanded. The dedication that Saber and Boss Team Games have shown is nothing short of remarkable. They've immersed themselves in the Hellraiser universe, capturing its essence, the seductive pool of suffering, the beauty within the grotesque, and forged a narrative that invites players to step beyond the threshold. I'm eager for both the curious and the damned to experience this new chapter in the Hellraiser mythos, where every moment balances on the brink of nightmare and revelation. I'm reading this for the first time here as I'm making this video, and I'm just blown away. We also have some screenshots, guys, that we're going to show here. You can check out from the Hellraiser game as well. And it says, here's the official blurb. Discover the tale of Aiden, who must unlock the dark powers of Genesis Configuration, a mysterious puzzle box to help his girlfriend from a hellish abyss. As Aiden, you'll harness the box's infernal abilities to survive your pact with the sinister Pinhead and battle against the twisted cult that worships him and the Cenobites. Fail, and your suffering will be legendary, even in hell. There's talk of harnessing the abilities of Genesis Configuration in combinations with earthly weapons to inflict bone-breaking, flesh-searing pain or pleasure upon your enemies. You fight hell's wretches, deviants, cultists, and priests. Hellraiser was thrust back into public consciousness in 2022 with the franchise reboot film. IGN's Hellraiser review returned an 8 out of 10. We said Hellraiser is a reinvigorated reboot that gets the blood pumping, starting with Jamie Clayton's worthy Pinhead performance that sets a fresh tone with immense reverence paid to Clive Barker's works. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Hellraiser Revival, the video game. And as you guys read in that article, man, it is going to be sick, demented, as the films themselves, satanic. It appears that we're going to be able to be walking around in hell, shooting demons, fighting demons, as we work our way through Pinhead and the other Cenobites' clutches down there in an attempt to save our girlfriend. Guys, I cannot be any more excited about this game. This is going to be the perfect, terrifying survival horror game that we've all been starving for. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that is the latest on the Hellraiser game that we have right now. And I cannot be any more excited, guys. So you can go ahead and wish list it on these platforms. I'll drop the links down below. It also has a new official X handle that you can follow if you'd like as well for more information and future updates. And of course, as soon as we have a release date, we'll be sure to let you know. But yeah, that's it, guys. Hellraiser Revival incoming. A single-player, story-driven survival horror game. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and we'll see you on the next one.